Let's get rooted. Hi, everyone. It's your favorite financial coach, Ebony, with Rooted with Ebony. So, today we're going to talk credit and the statute of limitations. Did you know that a debt collector cannot legally sue you for a debt even though you still owe the debt? The statute of limitations is basically the amount of time the debt collector has to sue you for the debt. Once that time runs out, they cannot legally take you to court anymore, even though the debt is still due. You may ask, how long does the statute of limitations hold? It really depends on the state that you live in. Each state is different, and it also depends on the type of debt that you have. So let's create an example. In Arkansas, if it's a written form of debt, you have 5 years that you will be in statute of limitations, and it can possibly take you to court. If it's an unwritten debt or just a debt that's spoken upon, you have 3 years. Depending on the state, it can be different. Roughly, the time frame is normally 3 to 6 years. So when does the clock start for your statute of limitations to where they can take you to court? It starts at your last payment or your last activity. So let's say you opened the loan in 2020. You haven't made a payment since 2021. That's when the clock starts. It doesn't start when you purchase or you received the loan in 2020. It started in 2021 when you last made the payment. Now, if you do any type of activity, as in state that you want to make a payment or anything like that, that can possibly start the clock over. So if you're not planning to do anything with the debt, it's best that you do not make contact with that particular debt, or you can possibly start the clock over. Once you're out of the statute of limitations and you free from any collector taking you to court, you have 7 years that it will remain on your credit profile. So that doesn't mean you don't owe the debt. It just means that they can no longer take you to court. But do know it will stay on your credit profile for 7 years unless you're able to remove it due to a factual dispute. So follow me, Ebony with Rooted with Ebony, for financial education to help you move in confidence. As I close, I want you to remember, on an old debt, ask questions before reaching out or making a payment. Stay rooted and keep growing. Bye, guys. See you on the next one.